What's going on, guys? My name is Jake, or OpTic DSG, and I'm bringing you guys a gameplay commentary on the map Aftermath. It is a 4v4 search and destroy, and it is in the League Play playlist. In this game, currently, I had a 4-man team, and we were playing up against another 4-man team. And you can't see in this part what their team name was because I had to record the first part of it in theater mode. But their team was You Time Out, and we didn't really realize it until later on when everybody started lagging. But basically what the other team was doing is they were hitting us offline, or at least trying to, and they managed to get two of our players off, and those two players were Studying and Giggle Drops. They lagged off Xbox Live, and what causes that is a booter, which you can purchase or get a free one, and it's a really dumb thing. You just grab IPs off of Xbox using a program, and from there you can just hit those IPs and overflow them with packets, which cause you to go offline. But what happened here is me and one other person, we managed to stay online. Throughout this gameplay, you'll notice I lag a few times where they try hitting me, and you know, I get choppy and I don't move and stuff like that. But other than that, this video is a commentary of a Q&A. Basically on Twitter, I asked questions, or if anybody had any questions, and I would answer them here in this video. So I think I might start doing these every week. I don't know if you guys would want to see that. If you would like to ask me a question, please follow me on Twitter, and you can just ask me one when I tweet out the queue when to ask me questions, because any other time I probably won't keep them because I'll forget or whatever else. And so to start it off, I got and if I you know, mispronounce your Twitter name, I apologize, but you'll see their name and what the question is down below. Patrick McLoft 12 asked me a question saying triple headshot feed or 4-man feed. So basically a quad feed or a triple headshot feed, and obviously I'm going to go with a quad feed on that one. A quad feed takes a lot more, I guess, skill than a triple headshot feed. You know, and it's obviously one more person added to the, you know, the clip. So I would go with that. And the next question comes from MBevan0116, or iSin. He asked, can you teach me / us how to Dougie? And I can not. Sorry to get your hopes up with that one, but I cannot do that myself. If you would like to, you can go ahead and search that into YouTube as to how to do such. And good luck. The next question comes from DJ MCKEZ, or just DJ. How did you become friends with Josh from We Came as Romans? Well, it's actually a weird story. I went to one of their shows back in February. They were playing with The Used, Crown the Empire, and Mindflow over at the Fillmore, Detroit. And I was talking about their band, I would say about a week before, and Scott, or APL Fisher, as some of you guys may know, he tweeted at me, including Josh, because they were friends, and saying they won't let us down. And, you know, they definitely didn't. It was a great show, and we started talking afterwards, and it turns out Josh himself, he was really into gaming as well as me. And as you guys know, I'm in OpTic and all that kind of stuff, so I'm obviously into gaming as well. And so we just kind of, you know, started talking through DMs, and kind of one thing led to another. And, you know, we've hung out a few times, all that kind of stuff. He's a really cool dude. Like, when you expect to, you know, talk to somebody like that, you would kind of think of, you know, kind of one of those badass kind of attitudes. But Josh is just the opposite. Josh is a really cool guy. Very nice, very polite. He, you know, an average guy. You know, there's nothing different between him and you and I. He is a really nice dude, and you know, I can't say nothing but good things about him. So moving on. Next question is, can we sex by Dummy Much? Yes, we can. If you would ever like to, just hit me up through Twitter. And the next question is from All Diamond Camos. He asked, fuck, marry, kill Ariana Grande, Kate Upton, or Melanie Iglesias. This is a hard one, but I think I'm going to kill Ariana Grande. Sorry. Marry Melanie Iglesias, and fuck Kate Upton. I think that's how it's going to go. Kate Upton's hot. I can't help it. Next question. Generation AZN or Trapped Ether. Do you know of any editors that wouldn't mind doing some editing for a team or player? Personally, I do not. I go by 2 editors, and you know, they've been in my OpTic Nation uploads. That's either Chad or Lmax. You know, they're the only 2 editors that I personally know, and you know, I've known them, so that's why they kind of edit for me. I've known them for a little bit. I don't really know of any editors other than that would be willing to do such. I would say just tweet around, you know, look at YouTube, all that kind of stuff. And if you, you know, run into good luck, definitely share it around, and hopefully that helps. My next question comes from the Ron 45100, and he asked favorite games. Well, to start off with my favorite games, I started off with a PlayStation 1 way back in the day, and me and my mom, we always used to play Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. So therefore, those two have always been my favorite. I've played, Nintendo 64 and all that kind of stuff, and I really like the Nintendo games. Mario Kart 64, Super Smash Bros, Zelda, all that kind of stuff. Those are definitely good games, but I don't really think I have a favorite. Some that I would prefer, though, like I said, Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot, those two have always been, the games for me. And, yeah. So moving on. This one's from Cameron Modst, or Kleptic HD. How do you feel that people see you as an inspiration? Now, this question's kind of weird to me. I'm not trying to, bash anybody for saying an inspiration, but I just personally don't see it as how, like, a person from YouTube would be an inspiration. Like, I mean, sure, you could go to watch somebody and, just feel like that person has, definitely changed you in some way, meaning, like, have been given advice or this or that. But, I don't see myself as such. I don't know if that offends anybody. I apologize. But I definitely, I feel honored by it. I'm just a normal person. I just play Xbox and, try to do the best I can to make videos for you guys. But I definitely see it as an honor, like I said. And, it's really nice to know that people would look up to me as that such kind of way. And moving on, the next question is from Ids Nash. And he asked me PS4 or Xbox One. I'm going to go with Xbox One. I'll probably end up getting both here in the future anyways, but I'll probably be getting the Xbox One first. And I know people are probably going to, trash on it and be like, oh, the Xbox One, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. And I'm an Xbox person. I love the Xbox over the PlayStation. I have PS3 and Xbox 360, and I prefer Xbox 360. No hate on PS3, but that's just what I prefer. And next question comes from I'm Flirped. What has been your biggest accomplishment on Xbox so far? My biggest accomplishment would probably be joining OpTic. Since I started YouTube, I've always wanted to join OpTic. OpTic's been, a main thing for me. I joined M48.3 back in the day, and that was another big accomplishment for me because those two teams have been the ones that I wanted to join. And luckily enough for me, I finally got my chance, and here I am now. Next question comes from Keohoni, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, 112. I'm just starting to use a sniper. Any tips on how you get into sniping? Well, basically, the only advice I can really give to people is, just practice. That's how I did it, and, I, got better over time, just like anything. So, that's the only advice I can give is just practice, and you'll get better at it. Next question again comes from I'm Flirped. How many concerts have you been to, and who did you see? I've only been to a couple, actually. A handful. I've been to Warped Tour. I've been to, I went to a Sleeping with Sirens concert with them. I saw, Danger Kids, Lions, and, Conditions. I went to go see A Day to Remember back in March, I believe. They were there with, Singamore, Chunk, No Captain Chunk, and I believe that's it. And, obviously, like I stated before, I went to go see We Came as Romans. They were there with the Used, Crown the Empire, and Mindflow. And that was a really good show. I don't have really any favorites, but those ones, those are the only ones I've really been to. So I guess that answers that question. Next question comes from Mike and/or Nuketown Noob. What made you a Pens fan? Well, growing up, I was never really big into sports. But my family from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, always used to, buy me Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. And as time went on, I kind of faded away from football and just started liking hockey. And being from that state, of them buying me stuff and all that kind of stuff, I just kind of went with the Pens. And from there, it's just kind of stuck with me. They're still my favorite, team. And, even though they're not winning the Cup this year, good luck to the Blackhawks, because I'd rather have them win over the Bruins. Even though Rask is one hell of a goalie for the Bruins. As I don't know if you guys have watched the Penguins series with them, but Rask definitely did a good job. And, good luck to both teams, but I'm rooting for the Blackhawks at this point. And that kind of answers that question. Next question from Us Silly. First reaction, thought when you found out you got into OpTic? I was, stunned. I tried really hard for the recruitment challenge. I went through 2 different things. If you would like to, know more about my recruitment challenge, go ahead and check out my Behind the Scope with OpTic Midnight on OpTic Nation, and you can learn more about that. But that was just kind of a shock to me. I was like, oh my god, I finally did it, and here I am now. I am an OpTic. And next question from Ace Wilson Fan: can people change their gamer tags to OpTic without being in the clan? I mean, if you want, I can't say no to that. It's good that you support the team, but I'm not going to tell you to change it, because then people will call you a fanboy and all that kind of stuff, and it just gets annoying for you, I'm sure. And next question, and our last question, from M48-3 Clouds: Ballista or the DSR? See, now this question is kind of difficult for me, but I think I'm going to go with the... I think the Ballista. I have the most kills with the DSR, which is over 20,000, and I'm creeping up with the Ballista. I believe I'm at 15,000 with it now. But the Ballista, it's just easier for me. It's more fun to use. It's kind of more challenging because there's more hit markers with it. But that's it. Well, guys, that wraps up this Q&A session. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. If you have any more questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, and I will put them in the next video. Alright, guys, I will talk to you later. This has been OpTic DSiiG. Peace.
Yes. Yes. That is so awesome.
Nice work. RTB for debrief.
Oh my god.